and welcome back to my channel. Hopefully I can add some happy Jellycat vibes to your day today. Okay guys, I am super excited for today's video because it is officially time for part 2 of my Jellycat display journey. As you can probably see behind me a little bit here, I have some empty shelves. You can kind of see my Bartholomew's a little bit as well, but they're already in this like 3-tier organizer thing that I have. So I'll probably give you a little bit of a tour for those because I already, like, before I started putting this stuff on the wall, I already had plans for just keeping my Jellycats in this 3-tier thing that I have down here. So I kind of already have had them in a place in that organizer for a little while. But I will give you a little bit of a tour to what Jellycats are down here. And then we are going to be filling in my organizer shelf things that I have on my wall. I don't think you can see the top one in the frame, but we have this circle one and then I have one on top. If you haven't seen part 1 of my Jellycat display journey, definitely go check out that video. It kind of does some background on what I decided to do, like leading up to me putting Jellycats actually in these shelves and organizers, kind of where I got them, the journey to where they are now, all the good things. So definitely go check that video out if you haven't already. But I'm just super excited to take you along with me to actually filling in these shelves with Jellycats. It's going to be such a cute little corner in my room here, and I'm just so excited. So let's get started. All right, besties, I figured I would go ahead and give y'all a little tour of my like 3-tier organizer thing here of Jellycats, just because these are already like kind of set where I think I want them. Just give you a little tour of this first before we get into the other areas. So just at first glance, this is actually like what I started using to store my Jellycats when I first got them, when I first hopped on the Jellycat train. So we've got most of my, actually, I guess all of my Bartholomew's here. We have the really big version of Bartholomew. I believe this is the huge version of Bartholomew. And then we have Eggplant Bart. We have Bart in the bee costume. And then we have Tiny Bart down here. I think you can see this bottom shelf. If not, I'm so sorry. Sorry, this is a little bit odd filming wise because like I have a window right here, so lighting can be a little different. And then it's kind of in this awkward corner-ish, which it looks really cute in person. Trust me, please believe me, it looks so cute in person. But it's a little bit harder to show on camera, like the full thing, because it's very like, it's a lot more skinny and tall, I guess, than like a wide shot, but that's okay. We are still loving it. And then I have little Honey here, the Albie Bee here. I just felt like really went well with the Bart in the bee costume, so I really wanted to keep them together, so I kind of have them here. And then I felt like the costume thing kept going with the Bartholomew and the eggplant, so it worked really well. And then I have Wade down here, super cute. I felt like he adds a little pop of color in this bottom shelf because we have Teeny Bart and then Ben, the Fuddles calf, down here. Also, can we just take a moment of appreciation? I am literally deciding or like figuring out that I'm so obsessed with this one. Maybe because it's like the closest Jellycat I have to being a cow, so that's probably it. But that's okay. And then we have Fluff and Puff here. This is the bag charm version of the marshmallow, like the twin marshmallow Jellycats. I thought it was pretty cute to have, like I really wanted a bag charm clipped on my 3-tier thing here. I feel like I've seen a lot of people do that with Jellycat Squishmallows, just keychains in general, and I always think it looks really cute. And since I don't have, like, maybe it's covering Bartholomew Eggplant a little bit, but like it's not completely covering this whole shelf, so I feel like it fits in there really nicely. And then I have Miss Lottie up here on the top. I just felt like, I think she was probably one of the tail end ones of being on this 3-tier organizer, but I felt like she just fit really well there, and just cute little birthday cake on top. So I am so obsessed with how this one came out, but let's move on to the new shelves. Okay, I have now got Skittles with me. This is also so funny because this is definitely testing my memory skills if I remember what I named all of my Jellycats, because I feel like a lot of them I've kind of been like toying with the names for a little while, so some of them I think I know better than others, but I think it'll be good. So remember, everybody, this is Skittles. Say hello to Skittles. So now we are moving on to the circular shelf that I have up on the wall here. This I showed in the like the first part of the Jellycat display video because it was not originally this color. But if you want to see that journey to get it to this and on the wall, definitely go check that first video out. But we are now going to be working on filling in this shelf with Jellycats. I definitely think Skittles is going to be going on this white circular shelf. I think some of my smudge animals are going on the shelf. I'm like looking at what all I have on the floor over here in a pile. I think some of my smudge animals are going to be going on that shelf, and then some of my food Jellycats are also going to be going on that shelf. So I'm thinking like smudge animals, maybe the dragon. So like maybe the dragon like right in the middle, maybe doing that with Skittles, and then having some food Jellycats up on top. I did consider putting Skittles up here, like on top of the circular shelf. I think he would fit, even though the other shelf right above it is pretty close to the circular shelf. I think they would fit, but I just decided to have Skittles kind of like front and center here. So I am going to put those Jellycats in there, and I will see you when it's ready for you. Okay, so I figured it might actually be best to do little like check-ins as I'm putting these in, rather than like either one, making y'all watch me struggle to get these on the shelf and like put them where I want them to be, slash like not getting to see everything until the end. So I have already, like we already said, I am still good with leaving Skittles in this middle shelf here, but I've kind of like tucked Skittles arms and legs away so they don't block this bottom shelf. But we have all my smudge animals in this bottom shelf. So we have, all right, this is really testing. So here's my knowledge coming in here. So we have my teeny smudge elephant, which is Peanut. We have my either small or medium smudge elephant, which is Lumpy. And then we have my smudge panda. This is my newest addition to my Jellycat collection. If you have not seen my little smudge panda hunting, like Jellycat hunting video, definitely go check it out. It was really fun to do. Still toying with a name for this one. I think I said in that video that obviously the first thing that comes to mind is Po from Kung Fu Panda, but I can't decide if I want to name my smudge animal Po or not. For some reason, I'm kind of like vibing with the name Flower. I don't know why. I don't know that I could explain why, but for some reason that name kind of resonates with me. And then we have my little teeny smudge hippo over here, which I think I'm going to leave as Gloria. I think I was going between Gloria and Hippie, and I think I'm going to stick with Gloria for right now. But I love all my little smudge pandas, or smudge pandas. I love all my little smudge animals here on this bottom shelf. So let's go ahead and I will bring you back in when I have the top shelf done. All right, we have now done the third and final shelf for this little shelf organizer thing for my Jellycats. I also had to recenter my little 3-tier thing down here because they're supposed to be kind of like centered on the wall, but it's okay. So as you can see, I have some of my food Jellycats on this third shelf. I think it's super cute. I love when their little legs like hang off the shelves. I think that's so cute. But we have my sourdough Jellycat, so Toasty. We have my Parmesan Jellycat, Parmy. We have my apple Jellycat, which I believe, oh my gosh, this is so terrible. I think I named that one Rosie because that one was one I was toying back and forth with. But Rosie, we have my pistachio Jellycat and my little baguette bag charm Jellycat, which I also just realized I didn't say their names, but we have my Fred, the pistachio Jellycat, and we have Charles, my baguette bag charm Jellycat. But I just think they look super cute together. So let me give you a little close up. So here is my smudge Jellycat shelf with Skittles right above it. And then we have the little food Jellycats on the top. I am obsessed with the food Jellycats currently. I just think they are so cute together. All right, for my last Jellycat shelf that I have up above this circular shelf here, it is kind of high up, so I probably won't be able to show you like stage by stage, and it is a smaller Jellycat shelf, so I'm only having like 1 or 2 Jellycats on each shelf, but I'm still gonna show you like the end product. But I have a couple mainly food Jellycats left, and then my son bag charm Jellycat, I have that one left as well. Those are mainly going to be up there. So this is going to be like my peach, my pickle, my regular marshmallows, my cherries. I'm like trying to remember what all I have over here, but that kind of vibe. So it's going to be some of my smaller food Jellycats, and it's just like really fits the aesthetic and vibe, I feel like, of the smaller shelf. So let me show you those up there. Okay, sorry guys, I literally have to be on a ladder to show y'all this one, but I am super, super pleased with how this one turned out as well. So as you can see up top here, we have my original marshmallow Jellycats, so Fluff and Puff, like the main ones. And then we have my son bag charm, Sunny, and then of course my peach and cherry Jellycats. super, super cute, and my pickle and peanut Jellycats. I just feel like overall all of these kind of fit the aesthetic of like the smaller Jellycats, and it just works really, really well together. Alrighty guys, I figured I'd bring Miss Lottie back in here for the end of the video since she joined us at the beginning, but I am so pleased with how my shelves and my Jellycat collection is looking. I think it looks super cute. Again, I think I shared that some of my inspiration came from Pinterest, like how I see a lot of people organizing their Jellycats on Pinterest. Obviously I've seen it on Instagram too, but I feel like that's where the real like viral looking pictures where they're in like circular displays like this or like little unique shelves like this. So that's kind of the vibe I was going for, and I'm honestly super pleased with how it turned out. I think it looks absolutely adorable. But let me know in the comments below your thoughts on my display, any suggestions you might have for changes, making it look a little bit better. I'm always open to suggestions. Maybe suggestions for when I further like grow my Jellycat collections. And of course, always taking suggestions for what Jellycat I should get next. I am super excited about continuing to grow my collection. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time. Bye!